Hey guys, it's Melanie. Today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the new Wander Beauty Fast Lane Instant Facial. This was sent to me from Wander Beauty. Every once in a while they just send me a random PR package, and most recently they sent me their new BRB multi-polish, which is basically a physical exfoliant. And then they also actually sent two of their new lip retreat oils. And if you like what is on my lips right now, it is actually the lip retreat oil in the shade Spa Day, this one right here. This is Oasis. Oasis is just clear, which is kind of nice to actually put on at night. But the Spa Day has kind of like a nice like pinky strawberry look to it on the lips. So anyway, so they did send this for consideration. All opinions are still my own. Actually, Wander Beauty had sent me a message back at the start of the year, and before they even released this product, they were sending it out to some people to be able to try, and I was one of the people selected. And they just wanted some feedback on the product prior to launching it. But at that time, I was still actively testing some other skincare products that might interfere with the results of this. So I declined that, and I'm kind of glad they still sent it out after they released it to everybody else, because I was really curious about it, but I didn't think that I could give them fair feedback based on what I was testing out back then. So anyway, I've been able to try it a couple of times now, and I feel like this is one of those products you kind of know whether you like it and whether it's doing something for you within the first couple of uses, which is why I am reporting back on it kind of early. I do think that there's probably a couple of people who should avoid this particular product, and I'll let you know what those specific skin types might be, so that if you have one of those, maybe stay away from this one. But overall, this is basically a 10% AHA and 2% BHA exfoliant for your skin. So it is a mask that you leave on for about 20 minutes and then you rinse it off. So I do have their website pulled up, and I'm gonna words coming out too fast. And I'm gonna kind of talk to you guys about what their claims are, and then I'll tell you what my experience was. But this is a mix of glycolic acid, salicylic acid, and lactic acid. As you know, glycolic and lactic acid are AHAs. They work on the surface of the skin, so they are going to help with like rough texture. They're basically going to loosen any like flakies that you might have on your skin and help to get rid of those, revealing fresher, newer skin, which gives you not only like a smoother surface, but it gives you a little bit of a glow, which is really nice. Salicylic acid or beta hydroxy acid actually goes deeper into your pores. So if you are someone who struggles with acne, blackheads, sebaceous filaments, things like that, salicylic acid can actually, because of its like structure, can get deeper into the pore, whereas AHAs typically just work on the surface. So combining the two is really great because you're kind of like hitting both the surface and then kind of beneath the surface. So I really do like products that contain both types of ingredients in them. And yeah, so let's go ahead and read the claims. This, by the way, is, it retails for $48 and it's 1.69 fluid ounces. It's a fair amount of product for kind of how little you need. It does spread really nicely across the face. I will show you guys a little sample on the back of my hand so you can see the texture. So what they say is that this is an advanced AHA, BHA packed exfoliating mask that works quickly to resurface the skin with a high impact combination of 10% AHA and 2% BHA, revealing brighter, more youthful looking complexion. And so let's see here. let's scroll down here. Put the skin on the fast lane to radiance. Our highly effective AHA, BHA packed exfoliating masks works quickly to resurface the skin with the high impact combination of 10% AHA and 2% BHA, revealing a brighter, more youthful looking complexion instantly. Formulated with an effective blend of glycolic, salicylic, and lactic acids that work to smooth the skin's texture and unclog congested pores by gently clearing the buildup of dead skin cells. Enriched with meadow foam seed oil to help lock in moisture and soften the skin. This lightweight gel-like masks helps to dramatically minimize the appearance of pores and fine lines. They say it's suitable for all skin types. Obviously, Wander Beauty is cruelty-free. They're also BPA-free and dermatologist tested. So those are their claims there. So I find this to be very similar to some other products out there that have a similar formulation. So whether it's things that you leave on overnight, like from Paula's Choice or from Drunk Elephant or from Pharmacy, this is basically the same idea, but in a mask format. I use this typically once a week. So I've had it for a couple weeks now. I've used it twice. I leave it on for about 20-25 minutes. I'm gonna be honest, when I first put this on, there is I would call it kind of a painful sensation. It almost feels like it's burning a little bit. Not to the point where I'm like, get it off. But enough to where if this was going on someone who had really sensitive skin or really delicate skin, I feel like this might really irritate your skin. It is a very strong formulation. It is very fast acting. I will give it that 100%. But if you have delicate or sensitive skin, you are probably gonna feel this even more than I did. And I have really tough skin, you guys. You know, I use a number of exfoliants on my skin, and this is really the first one in a long time that I felt that kind of like tingling, warming, I don't want to say burning sensation, because like it wasn't like I needed to take it off, but I had to do a little bit of this, you know, just to kind of like soothe it. It only lasted for about a minute or two. The rest of the time it was fine. It sort of calmed down, but anyway, here's the texture. So it is a nice gel-like texture. A little bit goes a very long way. So this is a mask that you would certainly have for a while. There is some kind of scent to this, but it's super light. And whatever is in here did not irritate my skin at all. What I think irritated my skin was just the concentration of the probably the glycolic and the lactic acid in here. It was very, you could tell it just kind of like went to work right away. When I rinsed it off, it was pretty easy to take off with a warm washcloth. I was very gentle. I do think taking it off with a washcloth also helped to kind of sweep away any dead skin cells that were loosened. I found myself to have a very glowy complexion afterwards. It wasn't red or irritated, which I kind of almost expected based on when I first put it on. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a lobster after this, but I really wasn't. Came off very easily, left with that smooth, just kind of bump-free look to my skin, that look and feel where, you know, when you're like running your fingers across and you're like, this is really nice. Like, there's no rough patches or anything like that. I did follow this up immediately with a really nice moisturizer. I used the new one that I have been testing out from Paula's Choice. It's the chia seed one. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it, but I just put that on afterwards. Didn't put on any oil or anything like that. Just after the treatment, that was all I used, and it just felt really soothing, and it felt like that moisturizer was able to absorb even faster than it normally does, because there was nothing for it to like work through. Like it just went right into my skin, it felt like. So this was really nice for that. I wouldn't recommend using something like this more than once a week. One, I don't think it's really necessary, and two, I think you probably could start maybe irritating your skin a little bit if you're using it more frequently. So yeah, overall, I really like this. I'm going to continue to use it. I think it's very effective. Are there other things out there that you could probably try? I mean, there are similar products, the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial, the Ordinary, their glycolic peel that they have. I will link both of those products down below. I've tried both. I do find this to be very comparable with either of those two in terms of effectiveness. Those two do have a much higher concentration of AHAs in them. I believe that they're both 30% and then 2% BHA. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But if you've never tried anything from Wander Beauty and you feel like you don't have super sensitive or delicate skin, I think this is definitely worth giving a go. The price point, I think, is fair for the amount of product and, you know, how little you use. Is it something that I will repurchase? Maybe. I'll see how I feel about it after I'm all done. You know, sometimes when you continue to use products, by the time that you get to the end of it, you're like, you know, either this was like a holy grail type of thing, like with my Paula's Choice BHA 9 or with my Paula's Choice Niacinamide, or the, talking about Paula's Choice a lot, but the Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. When I finish products like that, immediately I'm like, yes, come back to me. But with some other things, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to try something else, because obviously there are so many things constantly being released. It's kind of hard to keep up with all of it. But anyway, if you've never tried Wander Beauty, I do really like the brand. I love that they are cruelty-free. They are also mineral oil-free, phthalate-free, synthetic fragrance-free. They don't ever use any parabens in their formulas. Yeah, I think they're worth a look. If you've never tried anything from them, they're totally worth a look. And definitely check out these Lip Retreat oils. I haven't used the polish. I will use that in the next couple of weeks and I'll report back on that as well. But if you're interested, I will link this down below. Let me know if you have any questions at all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.